how big of an adjustment has it been being back and practicing again after missing so much time?
No, I'm obviously thrilled to be back, blessed. Obviously a very tough season for me personally, coming, dealing with an injury towards the end of last season actually, and then having to recover through the whole pre-season and then decide to have surgery and stuff like that. So it was tough, but I'm just happy to be back, kind of looking at the positives now. What's gone in the past is kind of just done now. Just kind of looking ahead to positive ends of the season.
Are you 100%?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm back, feel good. Getting sharper, of course, as games and minutes come, so I'm excited to kind of take every opportunity that comes.
I saw on Instagram that you have a brand now.
Yeah.
What is it?
No, this is, just as an athlete, I think it's important to have a brand and important to have a platform that you can use to benefit yourself and benefit others. And for me, just something I'm trying to do now, whilst I'm still a pro athlete. So yeah, just kind of did a logo, M and an A with an England cross in the middle. So yeah.
And what is it you were hoping to do with it? Clothing?
Honestly,
or
yeah, it's kind of something just to get started and kind of push out now. In terms of clothing line or anything like that, probably coming in the future, I'd say. That's something I'm completely focused on right now.
Okay.
Just kind of threw out the logo.
All right.
Other players are doing that. I mean, it seems to be like a trend within professional footballers.
Yeah, I think everybody starts to realize that you're really relevant when you're a pro athlete. As time goes on, it kind of diminishes. So now, of course, it's fun. It's something I try and focus on that stuff. Try to use my platform to the best of my ability, and just try to kind of have some fun with it. That's what it's all about in the end.
Because it's not just like branding. Like when you say platform, like you have a voice. Like you're very active in social justice.
Yeah.
Is that part of this?
That's part of it. Doug just mentioned, whether it's a clothing line or just something that you just kind of have as a profile picture or something to grow. Obviously, everybody knows Memphis Depay. He's got that one. So just kind of something to build and have fun, and just kind of interested to see where it goes.
All right. You were starting games in 2020. You were a big part of this team. You were starting in the midfield. The midfield didn't really have an identity, and you were kind of that guy that was there to help. You have the injury, like you mentioned. You're back. You're getting minutes at the end of games. Like, how is that? Is it accepting a new role, or is it about just getting fit and getting?
No, I don't want to say that's my role now to just come in and close games. Of course, I know what I can bring and how I can help the team with that, especially when we have such amazing attacking players that are able to score goals, and then whether we're closing games out is something that we kind of do more often. Mm-hmm. But of course, I want to start, I want to play, and I think as a pro athlete, if you're kind of just settling for a role that's off the bench, I don't think it's going to do you any harm. So for me, of course, I want to play, and that's very important. I want to be a starter in this league, and I think that's the main thing.
And you're an experienced player. You're an experienced MLS player. This is a young midfield, untested. What do you think can change from the team is trending, but what can change heading into the playoffs? It's a totally different way to play once the playoffs start.
Of course, and that comes with, right now we're just kind of building an identity and kind of following through with the attacking philosophy that we play. Come playoff time, it's a one-off game, so you might have to tweak and adjust little things because you don't want to lose a game and kind of get knocked out, by not being prepared for that opposition itself. So I think for us it's just we all have full faith in the coach and we trust him, and he's come in and everything's been bright, and players are being able to express themselves and have the freedom to kind of play how they want to play, and I think that's very important for the team's success. So I think we're going to be building off that, but we trust the coach to make those decisions, of course, and as players we're relied on to deliver. So.
Do you have an opinion on the new Leagues Cup and expanded Champions League that was announced yesterday?
Yeah, I saw that. Is that the one with the stoppage of league? It's 2020. Yeah, of course it'll be. Yeah, as players, of course, we want to play. Especially if we understood what the situation was like last year with COVID and the stoppage of play. I think we'd rather have more games than less games. But I think it will help. It will help soccer over here grow with Mexico and obviously 2026 World Cup. So they'll create some buzz. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Yeah.
Any concern about? Because I figured it out yesterday. If you go to the final of every single tournament, 61 games in 10 months.
Yeah, honestly, if you go around the locker room and ask players whether they'd rather play 61 games or not make it to the final of a major tournament, I think they'd say 61. Especially the guys who are on the fringe of the starting 11 or the guys who are not necessarily getting as many minutes as they'd like. I think any opportunity that comes our way, their way, we'll happily take it.
Mo, you mentioned the attacking sort of identity of this club. It's starting to come back. The attack looks really good. What is the identity of the midfield right now under Gonzalo? What do you think he wants that to look like?
I think it's just kind of being able to dictate possession. I think you see that style of play, everything kind of goes through the midfield, and he kind of emphasizes that in training, whether it's being able to kind of start on one side and quickly find the midfielder to switch to the other way, whether it's breaking attacks, and I mean you can see a lot of our goals have come from counter attacks, a lot of our chances have come from breaking up play in the middle and giving it to Luis or to Barco or to Moreno, any of those plays to kind of just take it and advance with it. So just about being solid, of course. The formation, we played 3 at the back, we kind of went to 4 in the game, so just kind of getting fluid and really understanding our roles. Obviously, our midfielder isn't expected to drop deep as it has previously, between the centre backs, just because now it's kind of a solidified 3 at the back. So just being able to pick up the ball maybe behind their forwards, and just kind of being able to find the pockets and turn, and then just give it to our guys who are able to kind of make a difference in the game.
Did you design that logo yourself?
I had some input, but I'm not going to take all the credit.
Okay. And is this because I know you're I don't know if you finished your education. I know you're working
I'm
on
still in school.
Is that something that you learned about principles you're trying to apply?
I'm actually taking a marketing class right now. I kind of just spoke about, I'm actually reading a book, Dollar Rules. Jeremy Dollar, I think he's a marketing. He used to do marketing for Adidas, I believe. And, he just kind of speaks about, like I said earlier, you got to stay relevant when you're an athlete and just kind of use it to your advantage, because I think nowadays, especially in the US now, the marketing side of things, it's through the roof, and if you're able to utilize it in the right way, I think you can take it places.
And last question for me, just about the Leagues Cup and Champions League. Any concern that all these additional games, there's nothing in any of the verbiage from CONCACAF, MLS, or Liga MX about y'all getting paid more or getting compensated more for all these additional games?
Honestly, I don't really know the ins and outs of that. As far as I know now, I've just looked at the format that they've laid out. So I've not really looked at the ins and outs of kind of the payments and everything like that. But I think if you do play that many games, you should be compensated, of course.
Yeah.
Bonus would be nice, right? Bonus.
There we go.
Players love bonus.
That's an incentive for us to.
Okay.
The only problem with bonuses is they get taxed more than regular pay.
Sure. Or cash. Cash is fine. We'll take cash.
Yeah, what about Philadelphia itself playing on a Saturday? What have you seen from them? You've seen them already this season, but what about them, and what do you expect to see on Saturday?
Yeah, no, Philly are a great side, of course. I think we played them 3-4 times, maybe. Played in the Champions League, and they have a very good side that they're able to use their formation pretty well. That diamond, and when they get it going, it's very effective, and once they find those half spaces, it kind of leaves oppositions maybe unsure whether to press one of the wide midfielders or to stay back or stuff like that. So for us, we're just kind of studying how they play and looking to go there and take 3 points, because we understand the next 3 games are very important because their teams are in and around us. But no, the confidence is high. Having a 9-point week like we just had, not just the 9 points, but the way we've played and the way we've dominated these teams and scored goals. I think we're looking to do more of the same this coming week. Thanks, guys.